John, do you want to assign? Oh, John's there. Okay, and it's 3 on 4. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You're a mighty 3.
Mighty 3. Well, we're mighty pleased that we're here. Okay. All right. Well, welcome. I hope we have some people watching because certainly when we get this point in the TPT, there's plenty to watch. We have strong teams that have won, often teams that have lost a match or two, but still, these are the strongest teams, and we're trying to give you a good show, especially since, knock wood, we seem to have worked out all of the glitches. Mike is the captain. You have to mute, sir.
Yes, sir.
And John is the captain. And Mike is the captain of Wrong Answer Pathologies, the blue team. John is the captain of Fair and Balanced, the red team. We have Wilma Lynn as our scorekeeper, and we have somebody who is not muted. Okay, I think we're good. Based on recent matches, I just would like to advise the captains, actually advise everybody a couple of things. On a steal opportunity, it's more fun for everybody if you all on the team unmute and we get to hear you consult for 10 seconds or so. It's a lot more fun. You don't have to, but it's boring for us if we just look at, people gabbing with no sound. But one way or another, can we please, John and Mike, can we please have the captain say, in a steal situation, final answer? That way, somebody who blurted it out, we will know that it is the captain speaking, okay? Or we're going to pass, final answer.
Fair enough.
I have other game show catchphrases we could throw in, but we'll stick with those for now. And welcome to everybody. Let's begin our first round, where the categories the clues go from 1 to 5 points apiece, 6 categories total, and I'll announce the score after every 3 categories. Good luck to both teams. Hands on your buzzers. Our first category is sightseeing. Sightseeing. Okay. For 1 point, an Osawatomie, Kansas park is named for this 19th century abolitionist and includes the cabin where he lived. An Osawatomie, Kansas park. Mike?
John Brown.
Correct. First blood for the blue team. John Brown is correct. An excellent novel about John Brown, by the way, is Cloud Splitter by Russell Banks. I recommend it highly. Sightseeing for 2 points. Originally referring to the Mediterranean seacoast around Genoa, this name, meaning shore, today refers to the entire stretch of land from La Spezia, Italy, to Hyères, France. Mike?
The Riviera.
That is correct. The Riviera goes from La Spezia to Hyères, and Mike is now out of the category. The other 3 players will have to carry that weight. 3 on 3 for the 3-point clue in sightseeing. Free coffee is dispensed in the customs area of El Dorado International Airport in this South American capital. Free coffee is dispensed in the customs area. John?
Colombia?
Incorrect. It's a break for the blue team. I'll repeat the clue. Free coffee is dispensed in the customs area of El Dorado International Airport in this South American capital.
So I think it's Colombia, but I think it's the capital city.
It's Bogota. It's Bogota.
All right, then. We're going with Bogota. Final answer, sir.
Bogota is correct. Yes, that was the key. That was the key element, the capital. And we're better to have free coffee than in Colombia. Okay. No harm done. Lots of points ahead. Here we go with sightseeing for 4. Choosing from more than 70 courses, you'll be in golf heaven while visiting this South Carolina beach. Jean?
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach is right for 4 points in Fair and Balanced. See, promptly back in the plus column. Finally, sightseeing for 5. Relics from Danish sugar plantation days can be seen at a museum on this largest of the U.S. Virgin Islands. And?
St. Croix.
St. Croix is right. St. Croix is the largest one. Okay, Mike's back. Everybody's back for our next category, one of my favorites, actors as presidents. Actors as presidents. For 1 point, Cliff Robertson in PT 109. Cliff Robertson. Mike?
John Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy is right for 1 point. Actors as presidents for 2. Ralph Bellamy in Sunrise at Campobello. Ralph Bellamy in Sunrise at Campobello. 5 seconds. Anne?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
FDR is right. Campobello is the island resort where he first suffered polio, and the movie and the play explore that series of events. Okay, for 3 points, actors as presidents. Two presidents. Stephen Delane and David Morse in HBO's John Adams. Two presidents, Stephen Delane and David Morse in HBO's John Adams. Five seconds. Time. Wilma Lynn? Greg, anybody? Want to take a stab?
Washington and Jefferson.
Yes, that is right. Washington and Jefferson were the two. Paul Giamatti, of course, was John Adams, his own self. Okay, no points there. Here we go with actors as presidents for 4. Kevin Kline in Wild Wild West. Anne?
Ulysses Grant.
Ulysses Grant is right, and Anne is out of the category for the final clue, having buzzed in twice. Here we go for 5 points. Donald Moffat in The Right Stuff. Donald Moffat in The Right Stuff. 5 seconds. Time. And would you have gotten it?
It's Johnson, right?
Yeah, LBJ was my guess.
LBJ, yes. LBJ would have been the right answer. Okay. One more category before we announce the score. It's called Get a Job. Get a Job. Okay, for 1 point. A milliner makes and sells these. Mike?
Hats.
Hats is right. And Alex threw in that the cloche is making a comeback because he's precious. Get it, that's right for 1 point. Get a job for 2. Take a note. A stenographer takes this in shorthand. John?
Well, it's testimony. Court notes. Now I'm just saying words. Notes in court.
That can't accept. We'll have to throw it over to the blue team once again. Take a note. A stenographer takes this in shorthand.
I'm thinking dictation.
Dictation?
I agree.
Dictation would be my,
Sir, we're going dictation. Final answer.
That is right. Dictation. Yep. Takes this. Notes would not apply to takes this. I needed a singular noun. Okay. For also, a court stenographer tends to use the machine. Okay, for 3 points in Get a Job. From the Greek for to put off, an ecclesiast performs this tantalizing act. From the Greek for to put off, an ecclesiast performs this tantalizing act. 5 seconds. Stuart.
striptease.
Striptease is right. Ecclesiast is a stripper. That's right for 4 points. Very good. Get a job for 5 points. No, that was 3. I'm sorry. That was 3 points. Here we go for 4. We hope you are a well-balanced person if you are a funambulist, this type of performer. We hope you are a well-balanced person if you are, Stuart?
Tightrope walker.
Very good. Tightrope walker is right for 4 points. And you are out of this category for the final clue.
I'm sorry, is fair and balanced down to 2 team members?
No, I'm here. It's showing on my phone that my name is listed. I'm not sure why I'm not showing up on this board.
Heidi, check your buzzer, first of all. Okay, so that's okay. And I think if you refresh, am I right with that? You may become a, I don't know. I mean, I hate to mess with something that's working, but
Okay.
Yeah, it may not be the person who's currently talking gets put down on the list.
Yeah, we've found that people are not listed on the scoreboard.
Okay.
But right now we've lost the team names,
Oh,
at least on my screen.
yeah, mine too.
Yeah, but it's okay. I can still keep score with
Okay,
the colors.
very good. Yes, the colors will still be consistent. Okay, let's move on. For 5 points in Get a Job, an apiarist keeps bees. This person shapes hedges. An apiarist, Mike?
Topiarist.
Topiarist is right. Topiarist trims topiary. Okay, blue team dominating so far, 33 to -1. It's only halfway, but the red team's going to have to kick it up a notch as we go into our next set of categories. The first is a question. New group terms for animals. You'll get the idea. New group terms for animals for one. An explosion of these insects that feed on cellulose and lignin. Key ingredients, Mike.
Termites.
An explosion of termites, all wood products. That's right, for 1 point. Group terms for animals for 2. A squeeze of these snakes. The reticulated ones of Southeast Asia can grow 30 feet long. Stuart?
Pythons?
A squeeze of pythons. That is right, and that was a triple stumper on the show. Well done, Stuart. They kept coming up with like constrictor or boa, whatever, but python is what we needed. Well done. Terms for animals for 3. A stench of these, be they spotted, hog-nosed, or striped. A stench of these, be they spotted, Mike?
Skunks.
A stench of skunks is right. And you're out of the category. That's 3 points for your team. New group terms for animals for 4. A panic of these Scandinavian rodents infamous for cliff diving or falling. A panic of these Scandinavian rodents infamous for cliff diving or falling.
Lemmings?
Oh, I'm sorry, Stuart. I did not see that you had buzzed in, but you did, and lemmings is correct. Lemmings is right. And you are out of the category, having buzzed in twice. Finally, for 5 points, my apologies, an army of these African mammals, AKA earth pigs, that catch ants with their 12-inch tongues. An army of, Heidi?
Anteaters?
No, I'm afraid
Oh,
no.
sorry.
Blue team, an army of these African mammals, AKA earth pigs, that catch ants with their 12-inch tongues.
I think it's tapirs.
No, I think they're aardvarks. I think aardvark is South African for earth pig.
I would go with Mike then. Because
Okay.
that sounded
Aardvark is got a South Africanness to it.
Yeah. We'll go with aardvark, sir. Final answer.
Aardvarks is correct. Yes. Sorry about that, red team. Okay, we move on to state slogans. State slogans. I'll give you the slogan. You give us the state. For 1 point, land of the midnight sun. Mike?
Alaska.
That's right, for 1 point. State slogans for 2. Rocky Mountain High. John?
Colorado.
Is correct for 2 points. State slogans for 3. Great potatoes, tasty destinations. Mike?
Idaho.
Idaho is the state. That's correct. That's a catchy one. For 4 points. Great faces, great places. Anne?
South Dakota.
Right. That's, of course, a tip of the hat to Mount Rushmore. Finally, restart your engines. Anne?
It's Indiana. That's a dumb one. But yes.
Well, I don't think you'd tell Alex that on the show, but
No.
I'm much
But
more
being
benign.
in Indiana, I feel the right.
That's very good. Okay, that's 5 points. Okay, finally, our final category in the first round is roll with it. Roll with it.
Sir, is roll spelled R-O-L-L or R-O-L-E?
R-O-L-L.
Thank you.
R-O-L-L. Yeah, we did the roles category with the actors as presidents. So this is R-O-L-L. For 1 point, whether a Corona, a Lonsdale, or a Panatella, this rolled item is named for its shape and size. Stuart?
Cigar.
Cigar is right for 1 point. Roll with it for 2. This sport uses a ball that has a circumference of 27 inches and a weight limit of 16 pounds. Mike?
Bowling.
Bowling is right for 2 points. Roll with it for 3. This Mexican dish comes from the Spanish for little donkey. This Mexican dish comes from the Spanish for little donkey. Mike?
Burrito. Burrito.
I hear nothing.
Burrito.
Burrito is correct for 3 points, and you are out of the category. That's the rolled item. For 4, invented in the 1970s, this sushi roll, named for its place of origin, consists of crab. John?
California roll?
That's right. Crab, avocado, and cucumber. California roll is right. Finally, roll with it for 5. Spinning, grinding, prayer, and paddle are different types of this object. Spinning and?
Wheels.
They are all wheels is correct. Okay, before we go any further, let's go to our Kaplan crowdsourcing potpourri. 5 tasty questions from submitted by our colleagues and peers. And the Word document disappeared from my computer, so I have to call it up. Oh, come on. 1 moment. Still checking. Oh, for Pete's sake. There we go. Okay. Each of these questions, as you know, was not normed or anything, so we decided not to assign them point values. We're just giving 3 points to each. Good luck to the teams. Again, you have a maximum of 2 buzzes per person per 5 clues. Here we go. For 3 points. This most downloaded iOS app in 2017 created a custom cartoon avatar of the user. Jean?
Oh, this is a wild guess now. It wasn't the Kardashian app, was it?
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. I'll repeat it for the blue team. This most downloaded iOS app in 2017 created a custom cartoon avatar of the user.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mine would have been Kardashian, so I don't know.
I got nothing.
We got nothing, Bob.
Candy Crush.
Yep.
Is it Bitmoji?
Who said that?
Me, Wilma.
Wilma Lynn is right. It is Bitmoji was the most downloaded app of 2017. Well done, Wilma Lynn. You stumped the panels. Okay, on to the next 3-point clue. Actor Bronson Pinchot scored a personal TV success playing Cousin Balky on this, and?
It's Perfect Strangers.
That was the sitcom. Patrick Kerr gave us the Bitmoji, and Rochelle gave us Perfect Strangers. Here's the third one. On June 2nd, 1886, this US president, whose first name was Stephen, became the first to be married at the White House. On June 2nd, 1886, this US president, whose first name was Stephen, became the first to be married at the White House. Anne?
I'm going to just go for it because I think we have some points. Is it James Buchanan?
It is not.
Okay.
So that's a break for the red team. You can open up and consult. On June 2nd, 1886, this US president, whose first name was Stephen, became the first to be married at the White House.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Presidents are not my thing.
I'm trying to remember who was a bachelor when he was elected, or if his spouse died.
Yeah.
I think we'll pass. I want to say
Yeah,
Tyler, but I don't want
That's what
that.
I was thinking, Tyler, too, but I don't know why.
Hey, you want to give it a shot?
Go for it.
All right. Well, final answer is Tyler.
That's incorrect. I'm sorry. He was a little earlier. No,
Back to negatives.
he was not a bachelor. Buchanan was and died one, but he was a widower. And the first White House wedding was Stephen Grover Cleveland. Grover was the name by which he was popular. No, Stephen Grover Cleveland was a widower who was married in the White House. Bill Keevan sent that one in, and I thought that was a tasty one that would probably stump everybody, and I was right. Okay, now on for 3 points. In this 1971 animated TV feature with songs by Harry Nilsson, Oblio is banished to the forest with his dog Arrow because his head is round. In this, Rachel?
I believe it's called The Point.
The Point is correct for 3 points. The Point, Harry Nilsson songs, a lovely animated feature that I thought had been quite forgotten. I'm glad, Rachel, you remembered it. Okay, finally, for 3 points, it is the common term, so I'll start again. It is the common term for the female peafowl. It is the common term for the female peafowl. Mike?
Peahen.
Peahen is right from Luke Salivar. And if it was hatched in Switzerland, it would be a Euro peahen. Get it? European? Okay. Well, thanks to all of them for submitting the scores. At the end of the first round, the red team just getting started against the blue team's 81. And now we go to the double Jeopardy round where the points are doubled. The first category, literary terms for 2 points. Literary terms. 4-letter word for the storyline of a book occasionally known to thicken. Mike?
Plot.
Plot thickens for 2 points. Literary terms for 4. From Iceland, we get this word for any heroic narrative. Or, Mike?
Saga.
For a long family story spanning 2 or more generations, saga is right. Not to be confused with the great Wayans film, I'm Gonna Get You Saga. Okay, for 6 points in literary terms. Cooking term for a type of tough guy fiction featuring a no-nonsense, street-smart detective. Rachel?
Hard-boiled.
Hard-boiled is the cooking term, that's right. Somebody like Sam Spade. Literary terms for 8. They're the subdivisions of a long poem, or with the, an 800-page unfinished poem by Ezra Pound. They are the subdivisions, and?
Canto.
Yeah, I'll accept it, I guess. They are the subdivision, cantos.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll accept it, but you know, because I think that's okay. The cantos, okay. For 10 points, literary terms. Lewis Carroll came up with this 11-letter term for a blended word, like smog from smoke and fog. Lewis Carroll came up with this 11-letter term for a blended word like smog from smoke and fog. Stuart?
Portmanteau?
It is a portmanteau word. Nicely done for 5 points. Portmanteau. Okay. Pop culture for 2 points. Her mother did her hair for every movie, and she always had 56 curls. Stuart?
Shirley Temple?
That is right for 2 points. And who counted? I have no idea. Pop culture for 4. In 2009, Tom Brady married this supermodel twice. Jean?
Sorry, Giselle Bündchen.
Giselle Bündchen is right for 4 points. Pop culture for 6. When this film, in quotes, reloaded in 2003, it needed, John?
The Matrix.
Yes, The Matrix is right. It needed I like this, it needed the 1,943 people listed in its credits to make it happen. Just under 2,000 people, I'm sure, there's more for Avengers, Age of Ultron or whatever. Okay, for 8 points. Pop culture. This Dynasty star was 50 when she posed for what became Playboy's, Anne?
Joan Collins.
Best-selling issue of 1983. Joan Collins is right for 8 points. Finally, for 10 points. In 1986, this singer published a religious novel about St. Paul that he called Man in White. In 1986, this singer, Mike?
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, the Man in Black, wrote a book about the Man in White. That is right. I thought it was Pat Boone, but then I missed the clue. Okay. Next is good manners, and the spelling is M-A-N-O-R-S. M-A-N-O-R-S, good manners. For 2 points. Great Chalfield, a medieval manor, has one of these water-filled trenches. Mike?
Moat.
Moat is correct for 2 points. Good manners for 4. He was born at Woolsthorpe Manor in 1642. You can still see an apple tree from his bedroom window. Rachel?
I'm going to guess that would be Isaac Newton.
Very good. That was a pretty subtle clue, and you picked it up. Isaac Newton is right for 4 points. Good manners, M-A-N-O-R-S, for 6. A racket game derives its name from this manor house in Gloucestershire. A racket game derives, John?
Badminton?
Badminton House is correct for 6 points. I never knew that. Badminton House, very well done. 8 points. Get to know Queen Victoria's favorite prime minister by visiting Hughenden Manor, where he lived from 1848 to 1881. Anne?
Benjamin Disraeli.
That was the fella. Benjamin Disraeli was Victoria's fave by a long shot. She did not like Mr. Gladstone whatsoever. Okay, finally, good manners, M-A-N-O-R-S, for 10. It is said that this November 5th, 1605, incendiary plot was hatched at Eastbury Manor House. It's said that this November 5th, 1605, incendiary plot, Mike?
The gunpowder plot.
The gunpowder plot. Gunpowder, treason, and plot was correct. Always remember the 5th of November. That's right. We go on to our next category, a considerable lead for the blue team, but never say die. Let's go on to Frick or Frack. Now, Frick and Frack, if you may recall, were a ice skating team back in vaudeville days. Here we have Frick, F-R-I-C, or Frack, F-R-A-C. Each is in quotes. So the correct response, Anne looks beside herself, will have Frick or Frack in it. Okay? Frick or Frack, F-R-I-C, F-R-A-C. Here we go for 2 points. A type of insulating tape is named for this force that resists movement. John?
Friction.
Friction is the frick for 2 points. Frick or frack for 4. To bend light. To bend light. Mike?
Refract.
Refract or refraction is correct for 4 points. Frick or frack for 6. A dish of meat, lightly stewed, then served in a sauce of its own stock. Mike?
Fricassee. Fricassee.
I hear nothing.
Fricassee.
Fricassee is correct.
Thank you. Gosh.
You're welcome. You're out of the category.
Hang on, Mike.
Something's weird about the mic, but we got it. For 8 points. A noisy quarrel. A noisy quarrel. John?
Fracas.
Fracas is right for 8 points. And you were out of the category as we go for 10 points. In football, it's any act that draws a penalty. In football, Stuart?
Infraction.
Infraction is right for 10 points. Okay. Our next category is, and this is, you have to listen to it, hay is. H-A-Y. Hay is. Okay. Hay is. Here we go for hay is for 2 points. Hay is the middle name of Jock Whitney, millionaire art collector and publisher of this city's Herald Tribune. Hay is Anne?
The New York Herald Tribune.
That is right for 2 points. For 4 points. Hay is slang for this, as in the expression hit the hay. John?
Bed.
Bed or sleep. I would have accepted either one. Hit the hay, hit the bed. That is correct for 4 points. For 6. Hay is the last name of Oliver Perry, one of these scientists known for his history of the vertebrates of the Pleistocene. Hay is the last name, John?
Paleontologist.
That is right. And you are out of the category, though you picked up 6 points. Hay is for 8 points. Hay is the last name of this man who, no, sorry, I misread it. We'll start again. Hay is the last name of the man who became this president's Secretary of State in 1898. Hay is the last name of the man who became this president's Secretary of State in 1898. 5 seconds. And?
McKinley.
That is right. John Hay, Lincoln's secretary, got older and became Secretary of State under McKinley. That is correct. I believe he stayed on with Teddy Roosevelt as well. Finally, for 10 points, hay is animal fodder made from cereal grasses like this one, also the first name of an Obama Treasury Secretary. Hay is animal fodder made from cereal grasses like this one, also the first name of an Obama Treasury Secretary. Time. Anybody want to just take a stab? Anyone at all? Anybody?
Rosemary, but no, that's not right.
No, it is Timothy.
Of course.
Timothy. Okay. Our final category, we had hay is. We go from hay is 4 horsemen. Hay is 4 horsemen is the category. 4 horsemen.
Is that 4 is in the number 4 or 4 is in the proposition?
The number 4.
Thank you.
The number 4. 4 horsemen, which will be very clear as we get into the clues, but I'm glad you asked. Good luck, teams. Here we go for 2 points. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse appear in chapter 6 of Revelation, written by Mike.
St. John.
John is right for 2 points.
Oh, I got lucky on that one.
Okay, 4 horsemen for 4. The first horseman rides out to conquer. He wears a crown and carries one of these, Stuart?
A sword?
Incorrect. Break for the red team. I'll give you the entire clue. The first horseman rides out to conquer. He wears a crown and carries one of these long-range weapons.
A bow and arrow? Do you think?
A rifle?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't have had RPGs back then. I like an arrow, bow and arrow. Yeah, final answer, bow and arrow.
That is right. Bow and arrow is
Nice.
right. 4 points. Well done. Glad you stuck to your guns, so to speak. Here we go. Yeah, they didn't have rifles in the Bible, I don't think. Here we go for 6 points. The second horseman, who symbolizes war and bloodshed, rides a horse of this color. The second horseman, Rachel?
Let's say red.
Red is correct. That's that horse of a different color you always hear about. Red is correct for 6 points. 4 horsemen for 8. The third horseman, who symbolizes famine, rides a horse of this color. The third horseman, who symbolizes famine, rides a horse of this color. 5 seconds. John?
Let's go brown.
Nope. Blue team? The third horseman, who symbolizes famine, rides a horse of this color.
Black
Aye.
or gray?
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
I would have
Yeah,
gone
it's
with
a
black or
guess.
white.
Which one y'all want? Black or gray?
Or
I
white?
don't think it's going to be black for famine.
I don't think it's white either,
All right. Well,
but I'm just guessing.
y'all want to go gray?
Let's get
Yeah, just take it.
All right. We'll guess gray. Final answer.
Well, gray is what they guessed on the show, but it was in fact black.
Ah,
Black is correct. So that's a loss of 8 points.
I
Finally-
see a gray horse and I want to paint it black.
For 10 points in 4 horsemen. Here we go. The horsemen appear when the first 4 of these are opened, signaling the apocalypse. There are 7 in all. Stuart?
Seals?
The 7th Seal is the movie, and 7 Seals is correct. And a very, very impressive victory for the blue team. Wrong answer, Pathologies. 191 to 32. Well, I hope I gave you some entertainment and some challenges, and I appreciate Wilma, Lynn, and Greg keeping everything going so smoothly. Thank you all very, very much.
Thank you all very much.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Happy 4th of July.
Bye.
If we don't see each other till then.
Take care, y'all. Thank you very
See you
much.
guys.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.